Hi, Patrick here with Retirement Lifestyles Advisors, where it's all about having the health, wealth, and freedom to live your dream retirement. And today's quick tip is all about the top 5 keys to financial freedom. So today we're talking about the top 5 keys to financial freedom. And these top 5 keys are really foundational tools that can be used no matter where you are in life. Whether you're young and just starting out or you're already retired, these keys are foundational for any kind of financial success. You know, a lot of people come to see me and the first thing they want to talk about are the investments. What investments should I pick? Now, the investments are super important, but I want to make sure that the actual appropriate steps have been taken before we talk about any kind of long-term investment plan. I want to say these 5 keys are appropriate for any size net worth as well. A lot of people believe that just because you make a lot of money, everything is okay. But that's not always the case. I speak with a lot of people who make a lot of income, but they also spend it all. In fact, today, 7 out of 10 American households are living paycheck to paycheck. 7 out of 10. Just walk right outside your front door and count 10 households right down in your neighborhood. 7 of them are living paycheck to paycheck. In fact, most people in America couldn't even afford a $500 emergency without putting it on a credit card. So that leads me to key number 1. Key number 1 is to save $1,000 in an emergency fund. It should be pretty simple. I want you to save $1,000 cash. I want you to stick it inside of an envelope and put it somewhere safe in your house. Here's the question though. What's the emergency fund used for? An emergency. Not the newest purse or the hottest fishing pole. An emergency like new tires on the car, or the washing machine goes out, or the tranny goes out. I mean, the idea is that if you have an emergency, you've got the cash saved in an envelope. One of these days, when it happens, not if, but when, you've got that money so you don't go into freak out mode and have to put it onto a credit card. Whatever you spend out of that fund, remember that you got to replenish it the following month. Key number 2. Establishing what I like to call a spending plan. Now, maybe some of you have heard it called by its other name, which is the budget. Nobody likes a budget, but I don't either. But I like spending money, so I might as well have a plan for it. So I call it a spending plan. And it's simply a plan to track that money that comes in with the money that goes out. Not only tracking it, but more importantly, controlling it. Because if you can't control your money, guess what? Your money's going to control you. Now, a lot of people would agree it's really smart to have a budget or a spending plan. But the hard thing to do is to get one started. But once you do, you gotta check it every single month and make sure that you're sticking to it. After this video, in fact, I want you to go down right into the description notes. I put a link in there for you for a free spending plan. I've done all the work for you. All you gotta do is fill in the blanks. Number 3, get out of debt. A lot of Americans today are carrying too much credit card debt. In fact, $20,000 on 5 separate cards. The big problem with that is that they're paying only the minimum payments on those cards. The credit card companies know it and they love it. They're smiling and they're thanking you all the way to the bank because they know that it's going to take you 20 to 30 years to pay off those cards if you're only making the minimums. So what do? If you're familiar with Dave Ramsey, he uses a really cool technique called the debt snowball. I was actually trained by the Ramsey Group to be a master financial coach, and I love teaching people about the debt snowball. Here's how you set it up. If you've got more than one credit card, list them in order of the smallest balance to the largest balance. Now, you may have heard it differently, that you should list it by the interest rate. I don't want you to do that. The idea behind the debt snowball is that you pay as much as you can towards the first credit card with the smallest balance in order to get a win under your belt and get it paid off as quick as you can. While you're paying on the first card, continue to make the minimum payments on the other cards. Once you've paid off card number 1, take that amount that you're paying on it, apply it to the next card along with its minimum payment, and start paying on that. You see how that debt snowball starts to occur? You keep doing that until you've paid off all the credit cards. Key number 4, invest 15% of your household income into retirement accounts. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, 15%? That's impossible. But if you completed the first 3 steps, it's absolutely possible. Imagine if you had 5 credit cards with $20,000 in debt. You're paying the minimum payments at $150 a month. The total minimum payments you're paying each month adds up to $750 a month. But now you've paid it off. You have no credit card debt. And if you're bringing home $5,000 a month, what's 15% of $5,000? You got it, $750. You see, most people have the ability to save that much money per month. The problem is they're spending it on debt payments. Finally, key number 5. I want you to set aside 3 to 6 months of emergency savings. And when I say emergency savings, I mean 3 to 6 months of your take-home pay. So if you bring home $5,000 a month, at minimum, I want you to have $15,000 sitting in a boring old savings account earning nothing. Because we're not concerned about the interest rate. What we're concerned about is a job loss, short-term disability, natural disaster. Whatever the cause may be, you're prepared for an emergency where you're going to need some extra cash. There you go. There's the top 5 keys to achieving financial freedom. Now there's obviously more keys, but I don't have time to go into them on this video. But these are going to get you started down the right track. Before I go, I want to leave you with this word of encouragement.
You can do it! You can do it! You can do it!
Yes, indeed. You can do it! I believe in you. Remember to request your free copy of my spending plan worksheet. You can find it right down in that YouTube description below. Or you can visit my website, retirementlifestylesadvisors.com, and check it out under the Resources tab. If you want to get a second opinion or discuss your situation with me, I want you to click on that link that says Reserve a Call with Patrick. And it's going to bring up my personal calendar where you can reserve a phone call with me. There is absolutely no charge for the call. You don't even need to worry about sending me any kind of personal information. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Retirement Lifestyles TV. You can click on the link right down there in the lower right-hand corner of the video. Make it easy for you. Do me a big favor. Click the like button. And be sure to share this video with your friends and family. You can also check us out on Facebook at Retirement Lifestyles Advisory Group. Make sure you follow and like that page as well. And if you are lucky enough to live up in the North State, check out my radio show, Retirement Lifestyles, every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on News Talk 105.7 KQMS. You can also check out my TV show on KXC Channel 9. Check your local listings for times. Thank you so much for watching today's quick tip. Click that like button. Feel free to share it. And of course, leave me any comments or questions that you have. And I wish you the best in retirement.